Hello everybody, it's Hidden Flame. Welcome back to... What am I playing? Fire Emblem. That's what I'm playing. So, we are heading in. Good thing I have Ash joining me this month, because this is probably not going to be good for him, since we're going up against his adopted father. I think.
No matter how powerful our enemies may be, there is no need to worry so long as we're with Catherine, the mighty wielder of Thunderbrand.
What are you talking about?
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
One must wonder why Lord Lenato would incite such a reckless rebellion.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Duscur.
I don't know much about it.
Roughly 4 years ago, the King of Fargus was murdered by the people of Duscur. I believe that about sums it up, correct?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lenato's son, Kristoff, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution.
Why was the king targeted?
King Lambert was attempting a major political reform. Needless to say, he had many enemies. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lenato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
Okay, here we go. I hate this fight. But I need to bring... Oh, yes, please. Okay. Take everybody out. So we can have an idea what's going on here. He's stuck in here, bringing in Ash. Wait, where's Edelgard? Okay, I need to bring in everybody. Where's all my 8s? Okay. Ooh, Constance is a 9. Of course, Constance is a 9. Do you get the joke yet? Let's see, what else we got? A 7, a 7, a 7. There's another 7. I'll have Balthus as a adjacent. Okay. So ooh. I don't know who to bring in. Linhard, Dorothea, or Hubert. Hubert has that at Gambit, which is the full heal. Or the mass heal. I'll bring him. Now. Bring in Petra. Ash, you will have Balthus with you. Much as I want to have Dorothea, I don't have the room. I'll keep Hera as an adjacent if I have to. Check everybody's inventory, weapon stuff. 40, 22. We'll probably go back to being ranged. Ooh, she needs a new lance. Do I have a lance I can borrow? Ah, there's one. What else we got? Ooh, she needs a hammer. Or an axe. There's an axe. Okay. What else we got? Do. Make sure everybody's classed up. Whoops.
Everything looks good on a noble.
Okay, everybody's classed up except Balthus because he hasn't hit his time. He hasn't put his time in. Well, good thing I have that torch, I think.
With this fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
That smell. It's fresh blood. It seems the battle has already started within the fog.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Okay, so I have to keep her alive.
I'll give it my all.
Why did he get points as a noble? Oh, because that was Balthus getting experience. Okay.
I will prevail.
Oops.
Oh no.
Stay focused.
Really? There we go.
Let's get to it. Aye, aye. Sally forth.
Oh yeah, because at
Sure
start,
thing.
she doesn't have her ability going right now.
Ready anytime.
Her submissive nature, I guess.
As you wish.
Kind of hard to see.
Let the lesson begin.
Ooh, crit! Crit! Remember, I have to get Balthus his level.
You think we're just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
Why, Lenato? Why did you drag so many others into this?
Wait, there's someone up there?
Weak.
Oh, hello. Wait, who has him with her? There we are. I think that unlocks the... I think. I'll have to look it up while I'm playing here, but... Smash him upside the head with your axe. That's probably a bad spot for him to be. He's taking in the main force. There is no level requirement? Huh. Okay. I thought there was actually a level requirement, but no. It seems there is... Well, in order to get the special classes, you need to be level 20 or higher. But in order to get intermediate, you just need skills. I do think, though, you need...
Move carefully.
I think you need to have the previous ranking open. I don't remember, though.
Sorry.
Wait, are axes better than swords, or swords better than axes? Well, oh, right, he's dead. Wait a minute, did I lose someone? Or did I not bring in Linhard? No, I don't think I brought in Linhard. Scared the hell out of me, actually. Really?
Nice
Yeah,
try.
hey. Watch it, Leone. Well, at least they know where they're going. What did I just do? No! No! How do I turn that? Oh, there we go. Smash! He did a smash! Oh my gosh, he is having a smash. Don't piss off the reckless. She'll murder you. What's this? Ugh. Oh dear.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lonato.
Come on, Ash. That's it. %. Oh, she's got a crit. The fog is lifted as a result of dark magic. I like Catherine.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son!
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Theros!
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
Well. Oh, okay. Can I? He's not gonna get healed. Leone! Damn it. Come on, Ash. Why would you name your kid Ash? Unless you're like Irish, don't name your kid Ashley. Or Kelly.
Lord Lonato, please don't die.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe Lord Lonato has the strength to carry on.
Well, let's see if I can get other people experience. This is what I need to figure out, not just have one person do all the killing. Oh, now he can heal. Get healed.
Thank you!
I gotta get Ash to the front of the fight. Too far apart. Oh, point blank. You missed, Catherine? How do you miss?
Lord Lonato doesn't deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
It'll make sense later. For those of you who are watching this for the first time ever, it makes sense later what's going on. Do I want to waste it on an NPC where I can get more rewards? Yep, I'm gonna go for it.
Sorry. You're a big help.
Can I heal? No. Can heal? No. I have one freaking healer on the entire battlefield. That's upsetting. I'll wait till everybody gets together. I'll put her here. Ash needs healing. Now, if I were to do this... Oh. Wow, okay. On the backfield for the moment. Probably gonna cause me issues. The hell? I can't move them. Oh. Be interesting to see what happens.
It's time.
Oh, he's gonna gambit me.
Try to keep up.
Gambit her, huh? And succeeded. Oh, 2 for 1.
Planning is key.
Oh, is that her too? Sheet. Well, can't really move, so... Ooh, save that. Okay, let's move Ash up here.
Move carefully.
Oh, that soldier's in the way. Okay, move Ash here.
Oh no.
Move Bernadetta here.
As
Move
you
him
wish.
here, and Gambit all 3 of them. 4 of them.
Thanks so much.
I still.
Sally forth.
Oh, she has one too. I'll save on hers.
Thanks.
Let's get to it. I will prevail.
Go for the one that has 1 hit point. Or not.
Ready anytime. Yeah. Sure thing. Smile for it.
Ooh! That was nice. Armor Slayer. Nice. Go Anna. Or Anna. I don't know. Anna, Anna. Same thing, I guess. Here's another one. Oh, hello.
I'll give it my all.
Oh, he can't grab it. Okay. So he has the 4 in front of him. Might as well.
That really helped.
Perhaps I've been well taught.
Stay focused.
Oh, jeez. All these crap stuff I can just sell for money.
No hesitation.
Uh-oh. He's dead. Oh, please don't attack. Thank you. I think he's gonna be stuck there. Oh, let's see. He can go here. He can go next to him and heal.
Unexpected.
Might as well come over here and grab this. I want Ash to get the first hit. Gotta get him out of the way though. Do this.
Stand down, Ash. I must destroy these evildoers by any means necessary.
Please surrender, Lenato. Whatever your reasons for doing this, we can still talk it out.
Rhea is an infidel who has deceived the people and desecrated the goddess. We have virtue and the goddess herself on our side.
Even if all that's true, dragging the townsfolk into it like this isn't right.
Enough. If that is how you feel, prepare yourself. I'm putting an end to this.
So if I were to do it, only take down 3. Okay.
You have been deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth. I will be the one to kill you, no other!
You have lost all sense of justice. You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
Okay, so if I do it again, I want Ash to get the final hit. I want to see if it has anything to do. If it does anything. That just means I have to do just enough damage.
Woman. Kristoff, forgive me.
Lonato,
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Increase dex by 2. Hold on to that. And a goddess icon. Huh. All Ada's motivation increased. But yeah, it makes so much sense later.
damn it was all so pointless. I've never seen so many people utterly heartbroken. Forcing innocent citizens to risk their lives? That man was not a noble, but a monster.
What could have pushed Lord Lonato to this point?
Everyone was a bit shaken by the militia fighting alongside our enemies.
Oh, this is the reality of things.
If only everyone could face reality so unflinchingly. The commoners who allied themselves with Lord Lonato believed they were fighting for a just cause. It would be disrespectful to consider them simply victims when they died for what they believed in. Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice. Even if our enemies are the gods themselves, we must never lose sight of our goal.
Agreed.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. Really, I'm just like Lonato. I, too, will be the sort of ruler who's willing to risk the lives of my citizens in service of a higher cause. It's not possible to change the world without sacrifice. Dying for the greater good is not a death in vain.
Professor, I'm afraid this incident is far more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lonato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I'm glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
Students deserve the praise.
I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lenato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
Won't that endanger the students?
Even if they encounter an enemy whom they cannot best, they should be fine, so long as they have you on their side.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well, but there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Okay, and this is where we're going to end it here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you're watching. Hopefully, this sounds a lot better than the last couple episodes I've done. I am going to be trying to do a little bit deeper on my voice instead of this voice that I've been using, because it's not my normal voice. This is my normal voice, and I figured I might as well start using it. So, if it's too, melodious, too monotone for you, I do apologize. That is just my voice, but that's what it's going to be. No sense of trying to be something you're not, right? Anyway, I will hope to see you all in the next episode. Later.